Hey guys, it's Shredder here with Exus, bringing you guys a Black Clover mobile video today. It's going to be some tips and tricks to get you started in the game and hopefully help you progress at a nice steady rate. If you enjoy the content today, drop a like and subscribe, and come join us in our community Discord if you like. We drop a lot of content in there, we do a lot of theory crafting. Yeah, and take a look at our channel, we've got a lot of Black Clover mobiles videos coming up. So, now without further ado, first one, this is actually a freebie. Just count towards 10 in the title. But click your profile up in the top left corner. If you want to know when the daily reset is, they put a lovely little countdown timer in here, so super easy to keep track of. The other thing, if you want to put support units in here, make sure you add it in here. If you don't add anything here, then your friends won't be able to use your units and give you free daily friend points. And the friend points are good for free summons and free materials. So first one though, if you need the daily countdown timer, is right here, nice and easy for you. Now, the way this game works, when you do the story quest, they have a separate system that's not the normal stamina one. I'm sure you guys are aware. So they've got story tickets that let you progress through the story. If you're running out and you're trying to progress, one good tip to get a few extra ones really easy. If you go to dungeon, if you go to the gear dungeon, the first two stages, 1 and 2, of each of these gear dungeons, each give you a story ticket. I only found this one out last night. I don't think it shows in here. It's in the first time rewards though. So all these gear stages, the first two, so that's six story tickets waiting for you in there. So that's hopefully going to help push you through some of those barriers and get you rolling. But that's a quick progression tip. Now, in terms of other things, in the shop, you guys want to be making sure each day you come down to your general tab here, you grab these free skip tickets. Skip tickets are really good, especially for when the content's getting harder for you. If you can clear it once on manual and get the stars, even if you can't order it, you can at least use your skip tickets and farm, 10 times of that content to get the rewards without it being a major hassle. So definitely make sure you're coming in and getting your free skip tickets in here every day. Now, next one, in terms of progression for your units as well, there is a lot of resources you can extract from the shop here that's going to be good for you. So there is more stamina you can buy every day here, and these shards, these are basically the dupe shards from the units. So when you've done some summoning, now the ones that are used for this stamina, these are all the like the lowest grade hero materials, and those are all like you really don't need them. The units are really not amazing. So if you want to get some free extra stamina out, make sure you come in and grab your stamina from here. I wish I could do more of these, to be honest. All these units are a bit useless. You also want to probably, if you're doing some pulls in the game, you probably want to be doing these shared mage pieces as well, because these are really important for progressing your characters. So these are a monthly deal as well, but for the shared SSR one, this is going to be using your R rank, which is your second highest rank, I suppose. But these pieces are can be quite difficult to come by, and you do need them when you want to upgrade your units from their base SR rank up to UR. So part of the progression for this, you have to rank them up, and you have to unlock all 4 of these. So you need 4 of these to upgrade it from SSR to UR. So you are going to need 4 of these. You do get some of them as the bond rewards. I don't know if it will show in here actually. You do get some of these in bond reward as well, but you will need a few extra per unit. So you're going to get 2 of them, but at least going to UR you're going to need 4 of them. So it can be a little bit hard to get all of them. So that's one other place where you can extract that from. Something else to note as well, if you are doing some pulls and you're getting extra skill pages that you're not using, in your base here you got this guy called Gordon. Gordon is the skill page salvager. So if you pop these in, you get this resource here called skill mineral. Now what you can do, the R grade one doesn't give really the one that you want. That's just a skill shard. You want the one that's for SR and above. So again, take a look at these first before you salvage them. If there's something that you might want to use, then I'd leave it, but there is quite a few that are really quite poor to use. So you can salvage these, and what that's going to allow you to do when you get up to 50 of these, you can go into your shop, go into, where are we? it's in the exchange center and the skill salvage. So when you get to 50 of them, once per month you can buy a selector ticket, which lets you get any unit's skill page out of the selector. So that's going to be a really nice one for you to use. So just recycling some of those underused skill pages into a selector, which is going to let you hopefully get a lot more power to your units as well. Some of these are really good, especially for the meta units as well. The real one's really good. The William one's really good as well. And the Sally one. So take a look. Those are really good. That's something really nice to use. The next thing we're going to just quickly touch on the Gateway of Reunion. Now I can't unfortunately actually open it to show you because I've already completed it. But basically the Gateway of Reunion is going to let you get one of these units on the Season 1 Raid Up banner. You can essentially pick one, complete the quest, and get whichever one you want. So what I would suggest for you to do is to do whatever pulls you're going to do first, and then whichever unit you don't get, you can use the Gateway of Reunion to pick the one that you want. Alternatively, if you really only want one unit off of that banner, you don't have to pull on the banner at all. You can literally just come in and select them off here. So what it's going to make you do is go and do a few quests. I think there's half a dozen quests or so. And once you complete them all, you just get the unit for free. So that's how I got my Mimosa. Lovely healer here. Just got it for free for there. So yeah, like if you don't want any of the other units, you can literally just pick one. So now, that being said, the biggest hurdle, the hardest part to unlock in those is going to be making an LR unit. The rest of them are all quite easy, but getting an LR unit takes quite a lot of resources. And the main thing that makes it a real pain in the bum, you need to hit bond level 10. A bond level 10 takes quite a bit of farming. But this is the hardest hurdle. So if you want to be maximizing your bond farming, obviously where you need to go to farm your bond is go to challenges and to the patrol stage. So you want to be doing basically the hardest difficulty level that you can do in order to get the most bond points. So for me in here, it's the last nightmare stage in this particular dungeon. But so obviously, the hard ones are going to give you more than the normal ones, and the lowest one, the list of the hard, is going to give you the most out of them all. So when you're farming this, there is something else you want to be doing as well, which is making sure you're using food. Now there is food that is particularly for bonds, and you want to make sure you're farming that because it gives you 10 to 15% more. So how do you get the bond food? Well, that is in your hideout, you need to do some cooking. So, with the cooking, with the materials, I'll show you in here. There's a couple of ways to get them. Now, the first way that you can get these materials, where are we? Let's find the... So there's a couple of bond ones. There's a 10% bond one, and there is also a 15% bond one. Now, to get these materials, there's a few ways you can get them. The bond stages themselves drop the materials for these two. It drops the fish and the onion, but not the crabs. So you can farm the bond stage to get the food for the bond material. The other way to get it is through the regional the regional vendors. So if we go back and we'll go into regional stage 2. So if you come onto this page, if you click in the bottom left here, this is the button for the regional vendor. And if you click it, it's going to run you in there. So you can go to these regional vendors, and each day you can buy these materials for gold in a limited amount. So this is going to be one of the other... Yeah, it's a little bit choppy in BlueStacks, guys, sorry. This is going to be one of the other ways to get them. So you're going to either need to farm the dungeon itself to get the food. Now just make sure you go and craft it, or go to these regional vendors. And you can see I've already bought all these materials today, but you can buy 10 per day of all these materials and the crabs. So for each vendor you go to, you can make 10 of the food, and you can go to it for each world chapter that you're up to. So again, you need to go farm the bond to level 10 to unlock LM to get you complete the last section of the Gateway of Reunion. And when you're farming it, farm the hardest stage you can. make the bond food you're going to get from farming the stage or from buying the materials from the regional vendors. Okay, so that's my tips for getting your unit up there quickly and progressing it and unlocking your free SSR from Season 1. Now, talking about regional merchants, there is a few things that you should look at. So to unlock the higher levels in the regional merchants, you need to either farm stages in that region, or there's other stuff which is called exploration. So the exploration, as you can see here, there's a whole lot of these scattered throughout each world, each stage. You can break them every day they return. They give you, they give you reputation points, and you can get crystals, you can get stamina, you can get a lot of good stuff. You get the puzzle pieces for making the free skill pages. You basically need to run around and do all this exploration stuff in order to unlock the later levels in the regional shop. And they are going to be really important because, see, starting from level 2, it unlocks these materials which are really important for upgrading your skill levels. So you're going to want to you're not going to want to ignore your world exploration, because unlocking all these vendors and things is going to be really important for you to get this stuff farming from an early stage. There's all really important materials in here for character progression. Okay, these are all important skill upgrade materials, and these bond boxes give you a lot of bond. They save you a lot of stamina. So they're in these maps that you can walk around themselves. They're also in that overworld, and I'll show you what that looks like. Where are we? Let's go back to here. They're also in this overworld as well. And they look like this. So this is the first one here. So if you see these little green handover things, go and pick them up. They're going to give you materials, or they're going to give you fishing hooks. The fishing hooks is another, fishing is another part of exploration, which is going to give you some good freebies. So you can get, I guess stamina is probably the most useful thing, but it's going to give you more materials for crafting that bond food as well. So you definitely want to come in and use all of your attempts each day. It's free stamina, it's free bond material, and other food stuff. Like it's all, oh okay, I'm talking, I'll pay attention. It's all like really important for you to do each day. It only takes like 2 minutes to come in here and do your fishing, right? Easy peasy. But that stuff is all going to be really important for your overall progression. So yes, definitely work on that world exploration as early as you can, because it's going to help a lot. See, these stages as well, that will give 100 as well. So it's going to take quite a while to level up those regional goodies too. So yeah, make sure you only get a certain amount of exploration attempts per day. I believe it's 6 or 7. So just go in and pick it up and do your fishing and come back the next day for it. So like you're going from level 1 to level 2, you can see 27,000. It's gonna take like what, 270 dungeon runs, that is, if you're just going off dungeon runs, which is a boatload of stamina. So the next thing you're gonna want to do is, as soon as you unlock it, I believe it's the end of chapter 2, start of chapter 3, you're gonna unlock guilds. Guilds are also pretty important in terms of getting materials to progress your characters. So in the guild shop, it's gonna have, these are the really important ones, these skill upgrade materials. And you can buy these all for guild points. You can get guild points easily by doing daily donations. And there's also guild missions as well. So you're gonna get quite a few of these a week. Make sure you join, make sure you get to these all these lovely resources to farm as well. And like games are always more fun with other people anyway, right? So it's always a good thing. But yeah, guilds unlock quite late. It's around the end of chapter 2, start of chapter 3. And with all these skill materials, there's definitely a free unit that we get, which you guys really shouldn't overlook. She is really actually quite good. So everyone's going to get this unit at the start. Charlotte Rosalie, she did get buffed since the closed beta as well, and she's actually a really nice free starter unit. She has really good debuffs, and if you get her skill 2 to level 4, she's got this skill called Mark. So Mark grants an additional turn if the enemy with Mark is defeated. So it gets 2 turns, 100% chance if you level up to 4. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow your single target damage dealers to go in and have a bunch of turns basically. For example, if you're using the red Asta from the Season 1 banner, or if you're using any other single target damage dealer, it's going to let you to put the mark on with Rosalie and then just go pop an ultimate, kill a unit, move to the next one, kill the next one, move to the next one. Like, it lets you just chain skills and turns on your single target damage dealers and effectively use them like a pseudo AoE. So really nice, and she has some really nice, you know, debuffs as well. Defense down comes in this. She gets attack down on the skill 3 as well, and bleed. She's got really nice stuff basically. Like, she's a really like top tier debuffer, and she's free, so you can't complain about that. Hey, I think that's about all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. I know we definitely are. So, you know, if you enjoyed the content, please make sure to like, subscribe, check the channel back again. It's going to be a lot more Black Clover mobile content coming. And yes, if you're in Canada, I hope you're enjoying your regional release. And we're definitely looking forward to global release, hopefully in the near future. So I've been Shredder. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.